Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, so I thought I'd change things up. And let's start with charms first. So we have I love you. All right. We have turtle, something that's going to take time. We have the starfish, which I feel like represents ocean. I feel like it represents freedom. I feel like it represents calmness. And we have enough. That's interesting. And then we have butterfly, transformation and freedom and flight. And I feel like it also represents independence. All right, so let's grab a whispers of love. We have take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And then that's pretty cool because they're in the ocean there. And that's what I was feeling like with the starfish is the ocean and taking a chance on love. Sometimes that can be really scary, especially if you've had past relationships that haven't worked out and that have been challenging and that you're worried. You know, it doesn't even have to be like a partnership. It could be a friendship, right? Because you feel vulnerable in a friendship because you're like, it's kind of the same thing as a relationship where it's like you're letting your walls down and you're letting that person in. And can you trust that person? Is that person truly going to be your friend or are they not? I also feel like it also having those friendships and taking a chance on love expands your life, right? Expands your world and helps it to become richer and more exciting. All right, we have the 10 of Wands. And what else? The challenge hanging in there. 10 of Wands. So let's just kind of put these over here. So that was cool because that says, I love you. So that was also regarding love. So we have the 10 of Wands, and then we have the 4 of Cups. What do you need to focus on? And then we have future energies. We have the King of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. Hierophant can represent Taurus. All right, and then let's grab these. So you're struggling with hanging in there. Sometimes it can be frustrating. It could be a relationship. Is that relationship, if you're struggling with a relationship, do you have your walls down? Like, do you feel you have your walls up? Are you putting, with that enough there, I feel like, are you putting too many expectations on that other person? Do you need to focus more on what, sometimes we don't realize, like, are we bringing enough to a relationship? Are we putting enough in a relationship? Let's see, struggling with confidence. I feel like there's a weakness there. I feel like there's a weakness that you're struggling with. I feel that temperance, patience, compromise. It could be Sagittarius. We also have Leo. We have Taurus. We have a lot of people around you. I feel that you're struggling with that confidence, that something isn't as rewarding as you thought it was going to be. But I almost feel like are you expecting too much, like, from that person or that relationship? Are you creating expectations almost knowing that that person can't reach those? What do you need to look at? We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 2. I feel like you need to see what's right in front of you. Sometimes we do that, like we're not really seeing something that's right in front of us and we're always looking past it, or we're always wanting more. I feel like you want more. Sometimes we think the grass is greener on the other side, and let me tell you, it's really not. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But I almost feel like that if we're always looking for something else within a relationship, I feel like it goes back to having to look at ourselves. That are we feeling that fulfillment within ourselves? Do we keep looking for someone else to fill a void that we have within ourselves, that we need to work on within ourselves? We have the King of Wands twice here, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you have a lot of people around you. We have Leo, we have Sagittarius, we have Cancer, we have Taurus, we have the King of Wands twice, we have the Queen. I feel like you have a lot of confusion around you. I feel like you're confused. I kind of feel like lots of different people are telling you different things and you're confused. And I almost feel like you have to narrow that down to what works for you. Like, what do you want? What are you feeling? What's most important to you? Maybe this is like looking in the mirror, right? Looking in the mirror. Sometimes we don't even ask ourselves what's important to us. We're so busy trying to please other people. Let's see. I feel like you have a lot of burdens on your back. I feel like a lot of people around you expect you to carry, to be responsible for things or to carry the load. Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. I almost feel like tens can also be completions, and once you complete that and you let that go, then the Three of Cups and then the Ten of Pentacles comes in. And I feel like you don't realize how rewarding it can be when you release that burden. I feel like you have a lot of responsibility. I feel like you have a lot of people that are relying on you. I feel like there's a lot of people around you that are trying to tell you things. And I feel like there's a lot of weight and a lot of burden on you. You have the Ten of Wands twice. I feel like you're carrying a lot around. And I feel like you don't let things go. I feel like you hold on to things. I feel like you keep everything to yourself. And that you hold a lot of things in. And take a chance on love may just be about loving yourself and making those hard decisions for you. But loving yourself and saying, you know what, I can't carry around these wands anymore. I can't carry around these swords, because you have Ten of Swords too. I can't carry around these things all of the time anymore because it's just hurting myself. And I feel like it's sort of learning from the past. I feel like the King of Wands is somebody who learns from his past. I feel that he is somebody who considers a lot of different things before he makes a choice and takes an action. I also feel like he's one who doesn't want to repeat patterns from the past. I feel that this is just a pattern that you sort of gotten yourself into, where you've always gotten the short end of the sticks and you've taken the burdens. And it's almost like we train people how to treat us. And if that's what you've always done, is that you've trained all of these people to kind of put you in this position where you take on all this burden because you've always said yes, or you've always accepted that. And so that's now what they expect from you. And maybe that's why it's hard for you to make those changes, is because you're like, well, this is the way it's always been. So I feel bad that if I make these changes, and I don't want to deal with this all the time. I feel like that if you have that conversation and you share that those people. You will see who's going to stand by you, who's going to accept that, who's going to understand that, who's still going to be there, and who's going to walk away. And I feel like that might be very eye-opening to you, but I feel like that's something that those true people that truly care about you, that they'll still be there to stand by you and to support you. And the ones that were being more selfish, I feel like those are the ones that are going to walk away. But I feel like you have to stand up for yourself. Because once you do and you release the burdens, and we have the Three of Cups, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like it's kind of opening up that chest and realizing things that you hadn't realized before. And making those changes for you. I feel like you've given a lot to other people. But I feel like it's time for you to focus on you. The truth be told, right? What is the truth of the situation, right? Truth be told. Truth be told, definitely. I feel a lot of truths are going to come out. That's what I feel. All right, let's get, those were my wisdom of the oracle, and then this is my spirit animal. We have, will spirit turn knowledge into wisdom? And that definitely, I feel that goes with the King of Wands, as he turns knowledge into wisdom, and he learns from situations. He learns from his choices. He learns from his actions. So I feel like that's sort of, I feel like it's a big learning lesson here for you. But I feel like you have this burden on top of two Ten of Wands. I feel you're very weighed down. You're carrying a lot on your shoulders. And now it's time to look up and look towards new opportunities and take a chance on love and loving yourself, right? And for you to be that butterfly and to transform within you. Of course, you have to do whatever feels right for you, but I feel like I feel like this whole reading is just like a butterfly. That it's transformation, and in a positive, very positive way. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.